Note to all would-be sentimental films. This is how you earn sentimentality. Hi, everyone. It's me, Grant, the movie and TV guy. Welcome to Raise on Popcorn with Grant, everybody. And tonight, we are, for our second film of the evening, we are talking about another movie, movies and TVs that we do here. And it's a movie that has probably flown under your radar. There's going to be a lot of those this weekend. But in this case, it should be on your radar. Yeah. And that movie is Mending the Line. Movies and TVs that we do here. Mending the Line is a new film that is in theaters now after playing last year at several film festivals. It is finally making its way to theaters. It is directed by Joshua Caldwell, and this is his, I'm guessing his debut. I'm sure it is. This is and what is the film about? Well, the film centers on a Marine by the name of John Coulter. He's played by Sinquay Walls. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. From White Men Can't Jump, the remake. He is a soldier who is struggling with PTSD over an operation that he agreed to carry out that inadvertently caused the deaths of several of his other guys in the group. In the other Marines, they lost their lives, and he was left with survivor's guilt and PTSD. He wants to re-enlist, but his doctor, played by Patricia Heaton, encourages him to figure things out in the VA hospital and start doing therapy. When therapy doesn't work, she decides to solve a problem she has with his help. That problem comes in the form of a fellow by the name of Ike Fletcher. He's played by the great Brian Cox, who is a fly fisherman and is also a former soldier as well. But his health is declining, and he has kept fishing alone and accidentally hurt himself, and so as a form of sort of therapeutic treatment, she has John learn to fly fish, essentially. And through this relationship with this sort of grumpier older fella, the two begin to form an unlikely bond through this experience. And John also forms a bond with a lovely librarian played by Perry Matfield, who is going through a loss of her own. Can the art of fly fishing bring these people together and help them move on and find hope in their lives again? Let the fishing metaphors and earned heart tugging begin. So, Mending the Line is a movie I personally have been hearing a lot about. My buddy Jackie K. Cooper has been a cheerleader for this movie since last year. It was on his list last year. He saw it at one of the festivals. His a blurb from his review is actually featured in the film's trailer. And so because of that, I've had this film kind of in the back of my mind, and I had to travel a little out of the way to see it, but I saw it this evening, and Jackie was right. This is a great movie. This is a gem. I really loved Mending the Line. This is a really, really, really thoughtful indie movie. It has its heart on its sleeve. It's sentimental, but it totally earns its sentimentality because this movie is a hair over 2 hours long. It has a really interesting, and I mean this as a compliment, very, very slow pace, but the pace actually benefits the story. The movie's in no rush to get to any kind of conclusion. We're watching these characters develop and grow. And I love the way that the fly fishing angle becomes sort of a form of therapy for these characters, because they're not intending necessarily to kill the fish. They don't. In fact, they give them back and thank them. It's almost a weird sort of... there's an interesting dynamic between the fisherman and the fish. Brian Cox is amazing as always. Sinquay Walls, phenomenal. The whole cast. Wes Studi also shows up. The great Wes Studi, fresh off of one of my favorite performances last year in A Love Song, which made my top 25 last year. Is just terrific as always, as sort of a buddy of Ike's who runs the bait shop with him. Just the whole movie, it has this real homespun likability and emotional heart on its sleeve, heart tugging. And I feel like it's one of those movies where cynicism kind of needs to be left at the door. Now, what I will say is this: the movie is a bit rough around the edges. This is clearly a very independent, grassroots kind of movie. It's very independent. And there are times where you can kind of see the seams. Some of the music cues are a little on the nose, especially in the score department. Some of the editing and camera work is a little bit just getting right on the line of slightly amateurish. But ultimately, that is, strangely enough, minor quibbles, because this movie just worked on me. It made me tear up. It was a powerful story. And by the end, I loved Mending the Line, you guys. This is a gem. Go seek this out. And the people who make it are also cool people. From what I've heard, Jackie has met them. They've actually liked some of my tweets and stuff about the movie after walking out of it. Made by cool people. Go see Mending the Line. It's a really good movie. It's out there in select theaters this weekend. Please go check it out. It is a small movie. It is very much a indie movie, but it is worthy of support. It's a terrific film. And guys, I'm going to do it. Yeah, you see it. Bang. 5 out of 5 stars for Mending the Line. This is a really, really good, underrated little gem of a movie. Go check it out. It's really good. So yeah. 5 out of 5 stars for Mending the Line. Let's close the book on it. Trailer trash. Let's talk some trailer trash. Let's see. Let's see here. Trailer trash. Okay. The Miracle Club. We talked about it. Looks good. Poor Things. Talked about it. Looks good. I'm in Yorgos Lanthimos every day. Big fan of Yorgos Lanthimos. Ordinary Angels. We talked about it. Looks interesting, I guess. The Flash. Talked about it. Looks good. Golda. This looks kind of interesting. It's about it's Helen Mirren, who's unrecognizable in the trailer, and it's about the bombing of Tel Aviv and sort of the woman who tried to prevent it, named Golda. Looks really interesting. I don't know anything about this story. It's a true story. I don't know anything about it. Looked kind of interesting. Oppenheimer, talked about it, looks good. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, talked about it, looks good. Was there shawarma? Yes. During the credits, there are some photographs, really neat photographs at the first half of the credits. Alright, that is it. We will be back tomorrow for back-to-back reviews, once again, of The Angry Black Girl and Her Monster and The Country Club. Saturday, we will have a review of the documentary Close to Vermeer. And Sunday, we will have a review of the Hulu and Disney Plus original film, Flamin' Hot. So that's all coming up. And that'll all be next time. And until next time, I'm Grant the Movie and TV Guy. I see it all, and I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I love you all. Class dismissed. LV3000. Be kind to one another. If you like this video, give it a like if you want to. Give it a subscribe if you want to. Give it the bell. I don't know what it does. That's what it's supposed to do. Or so I've been told. Leave a comment, even if it's Hey Grant, I like waffles. It really helps out. If you want to find me else or reviews, list and other fun stuff, you can check me out on letterboxd.com at Raised on Popcorn with Grant, Twitter at Raised Grant, Facebook Raised on Popcorn with Grant, Instagram Raised on Popcorn with Grant, Serialized, I'm all one word, lowercase, Raised on Popcorn. Check out my podcast, Raised on Popcorn with Grant, the podcast on Spotify and Anchor. Some of you already have, but even if you haven't, take care of yourself, take care of your mental health. It's incredibly important, and I want to know down below, what did you think of Mending the Line? Did you like the movie? Did you hate the movie? Think my opinion's good? Think I'm full of shit? Comment below, let me know. And until we meet again, we were all raised on popcorn. Make mine with extra butter. Catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone. See you around. Have a good night.